that we are implementing, number one is we deal with people with disabilities. Not me officially, but we have different teams, and they deal with people with disabilities. Mostly when it comes to economic development, we have a project that is ongoing in Sigomre and Ugunja that deals with them. Second thing we deal with is parent sensitization sessions. In August, we met with parents of the kids that we mentor. And one of the problems that we realized is that parents don't talk to their kids. You tell your dog, like when you go to the sessions and you say the word vagina, a kid wants to hide under the table. Yes, she has one. And when you meet the parents, you're saying vagina, she wants to hide under the table, yet she's used hers. See, they have kids. Yeah, they want to hide. So that means the parent is shy, the kid is shy, they never talk. Yet when the kid gets pregnant and a chapwa, yes, the parents never took. So we sensitized parents on good parenting skills to help their kids. The third thing we do, number 3, we deal with, because in the schools that we go to, being that we work with the Ministry of Education, we deal with teachers and we deal with HOIs. So one of the things we deal with, being that we teach these kids on mental health, I'm not qualified. Like, I can talk on mental health, but I'm not qualified, right? A teacher is a teacher, but they're not 100% qualified. So what we do, we also put money towards training the patrons in conjunction with the health workers. Because one of the things we do is that we've partnered each school with a clinic. So for example, in Sidindi, we have nearly 4 schools, that is Luanda and Simenya, Simero, and Makun, and those they go to Sikalame. And then in Ambira we have Sirandom and Sango that's next to Rivenzoya. So when a kid gets pregnant, there's a hospital they can go to, and then we can get that information from the Ministry of Health. Another thing we deal with is now the school health program, where Vincent was telling you that we've been doing since 2022. And one of the things we do is that we do provide sanitary pads to 650 girls every month. So far from January until now, we've given over 5,000 pads. If we put it, the number from the year 2022, we are, I think, way past. We're going on 40,000 now. So that is something we're so proud about. Next. So this is how we do this thing. This is our project timeline every year. One of the things we do before we start anything, we do a baseline survey. So when we started the project, we had to go to the schools. No, we had to go to the office of the Ministry of Education, ask for permission to go to the schools, and then we met a certain number of students because you were not being forced to get into the club. You were being asked if you want to go into the club. So that's where the baseline survey comes in. We chose 50 kids in each school, which is 25 boys, 25 girls, making up a number of 1,300. So those are the kids who mentor. Then after that we trained them obviously every month on different topics, which range from communication skills, leadership skills, in pregnancy, health. Last month we did STIs and AIDS. You'll be surprised how a 15-year-old doesn't know what HIV stands for, but that is our job now to make sure they know it. And then the next thing we do is that now we do the school health sessions. Every month we go into these schools and we teach them, or we actually mentor again. Because one thing we do, we don't just talk to them, we want them to talk to each other. So it is more of peer-to-peer education. So we just help them ease into it. The next thing we do, that is our timeline, where it's baseline, it's training, it's sessions, then we're training the health workers. And then that is in July, we did give pads and sanitary. We did give pads and underpants, because when you're giving a girl pads, you don't even know if she has an underwear. And it's a panda shule bolingo, right? So if you're giving the pad, you have to give an underwear. Bolingo, like that. So if you're giving one, you have to give the other. So that is how we move every year. And then I'm a monitoring and evaluation officer. So this is where I come in. I have to give these numbers, make sure they're right. And then at the end of it, not really at the end, but every 3 months, we do give a review meeting to the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, the HOIs again, and the patrons to show them where we are at. And then they can tell us if we need to improve or something. So this is our timeline, how we work every year. So, like we were talking about mentorship. So this is just some pictures to show of, there are 26, but these are just first schools to show that this is when we go. And right here you can see in Suwenga, that is the champion.